What's your name?
Fred.
All right, Fred. So, my name is Joe. Nice to meet you. All right, Fred. So, what we'll do first is, obviously, we'll get buckled in, and then we're going to check to make sure that you can get a hold of that brake. All righty. Pull this there, and then let's plug you in. There we go. Are you able to hear me on the radio?
I am, yeah.
Good. All right, Fred, right?
Yep.
Fred, okay, all right, awesome. So let's press your foot on the brake, okay? And then let's move your seat forward just a little bit. There's a little adjuster on the left-hand side there. Very good. And then we're gonna hold on right about here. Right, thumbs right in there. There we go, perfect. All right, this looks good. So I'll be looking behind us. You're gonna be looking ahead of us. Okay, and if you would, on that little dial on the door, can you kind of press that down towards the pedals, just a touch? Yeah, and then, don't rotate it, just press.
Just press it.
Yeah, yeah. And then keep going, and then keep going. Perfect, right there. All right, awesome. So, Fred, whenever we're out there on track, did you go to the classroom?
I did, yeah.
All right, very good. So, obviously, it's very wet outside.
Exactly.
So, we're going to have to make sure and, adjust our speeds accordingly. That way, you don't have to buy a $10,000 Ferrari bumper. That wouldn't be any fun.
No, and I'll be clear. I just want to ride in a Ferrari. I'm not trying to set no land speed record. It's wet. I understand that. So
yeah, definitely consequences when it's wet, right?
Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind. So whenever we're out there on track, I'll be verbally talking to you, kind of helping you out there. Right. I'll have my hands right here. This means I want you to go to your side of the track. This is my side of the track. This means lift off the gas. This means brake, right?
Yep.
This means you can roll into the gas smoothly, right? And then this means you're welcome to go as much power as you feel comfortable with. I'm going to see where they want us to stage at here.
Okay.
And then if you would press your foot on the brake, click that paddle once for me. There we go. And we'll just kind of sit tight for just a second here, Fred.
Pedal shifters they're not working right. We don't use them right.
Yeah, it's just an automatic. You don't have to worry. This is just how we select the gear since there's no.
Okay.
No. It's all good. No worries. Thank you. They've already got some cars that are going out, so we're gonna go out next session. But that's no problem. We got time.
I got all day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive 2 cars today.
Hey, there you go. What car's next?
Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, the 296. All right. So got the Ferrari lineup today. I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What do you normally drive, Fred?
I have a 06 Corvette.
Oh, nice.
C7.
Oh, I like those. Man, that's such a great car. That's a fun one for sure. I like how angular those cars are.
Yeah. I like the supercharger, but again, up here, it's a 5-month car.
Yeah, oh yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Do you guys all travel along with each other all over the...
Kind of, like we'll fly, the instructors kind of fly in from all over the country. So I'm actually from Texas. So flew in on Thursday, I'll fly out tomorrow. And then, I think the next event that I'm going to is in Denver, Colorado, or just outside. And so we'll be there next. And so we kind of bounce around the country. But the cars get loaded into those 18-wheelers. And then they'll go from location to location.
Okay.
Yeah, from racetrack to racetrack. So pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Things get to tour the country. It's pretty fun. Did you get this as a present from somebody?
I did for Father's Day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very good.
It was a bucket list thing.
Very good. And crank your wheel for me as far as you can this way, and then just release that brake and gas, and we're gonna go right out this way. Okay. And then we might be following this black car. We'll see if they. Where they have us go. Alright, yep, so it looks like we're going to be following the black car. Alright, Fred, so quick review again. So we went over hand signals. Just remember that we're staying 3 to 5 feet away from the edge of the track at all times.
Okay.
And then whenever we're out there on track, you're going to see cones, okay? The cones are going to kind of help us out, and we'll continue to follow that black car there. Now the cones are going to kind of help you out, okay? So the yellow cones, that's a good time to be lifting off the gas. The red cones, that's a good time to brake. Now we might be going slow enough or we might not have to brake as often since we're going to have reduced speed anyways because the cones are kind of set up for a dry track.
Yeah.
And but we'll kind of act accordingly on whatever we feel comfortable with our speed.
Okay.
Right? Now the orange cones, what you want to do is you always want to follow those. So what you want to do is get the car to the same side of the track that the orange cone is on.
Okay.
And then once you reach that orange cone, make a smooth turn towards your green cone. You never really want to jerk the wheel, you just want to steer it towards that green cone. Same concept is like whenever, I'm sure if you drive your car and the ice, snow, rain, that sort of thing, it gets a little bit, squirrely at times. So you want to be smooth with it, right? Same concept out here. Yeah. And then whenever we're out there, if we do come across any other cars that we need to pass, I'll tell you what side of the track to do that on.
Okay.
Just don't pass anybody unless I tell you to.
100%.
Yeah. Just crack just a touch, just so we can get.
You're gonna drive this car verbally, all right?
yeah, that's it. I'll be talking to you. You'll be executing those maneuvers, and we'll make a good team out there. Kind of like those rally drivers, right?
Yeah.
Those guys are nuts. Like,
but they go on the grass. We're not gonna do that today.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. What color is your Corvette?
Black.
Nice.
Carbon black.
Ah, yeah. That'd be a great looking car. Silver wheels, black wheels. What do you got?
They're silver.
Yeah.
I may black them out. I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah. I love that silver look with the black paint. That's a good classic look. I like it.
Well, it's a matte, polished look. It's not chrome for sure. But,
oh yeah, yeah. That's awesome. I like it. There's that 296 right there. I don't know what color they call that. I know it's a red, but I don't know what the technical red is. Because this one's more of a bright red.
Yeah. This is more the traditional Ferrari red.
Yeah, yeah. This is kind of what you'd think of when,
Yeah.
see a Ferrari.
Lewis Hamilton.
Yep, that's it. And you got the video rolling too. So whoever bought it for you, if you want to tell them thank you, you got the video rolling right there.
Momo, thank you so much. Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she's right there on the end.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah. Does she know you're in this one?
I don't know.
I can wave at her if you want.
Kind of locked into the helmet thing.
Yeah, I know, right? I think she's looking around trying to find you. There, I think she's seen you. There you go. Maybe she knew you were in this one. I don't know. Oh, there she got it. Actually got your
she's
picture.
got it.
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. Was it like Father's Day, Christmas, birthday?
Father's Day.
There you go. I like it. All right, awesome. So I've got a radio on my ear. So they were just saying that the cars are finishing their last lap.
Okay.
So we'll be going out after that.
All
And
right.
what we'll do, since there's going to be other cars on track, what we'll do is we're going to let them kind of gap away from us just a bit. And then that way we're not just, if you're just watching them instead of where you're going, it makes it harder for you. So we'll let them kind of gap away from us.
Had you ever ridden this track before you got here?
Not before this weekend. So
Okay.
this is the first weekend I've seen this track, this particular one. But I like it. It's very, there's lots of ups and downs. Did you get a chance to ride in one of those four-door cars?
No.
All right, so there's lots of ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Crack just to get a little airflow. That way the windows don't fog. All right, awesome, Fred. And we'll go ahead. Fred, right?
Yep.
All right, just making sure. And we'll roll up there. And what we'll do, there's a stop sign up there. Just past that stop sign are some blue cones, and we'll just kind of pause at those blue cones while the other cars gap away from us. Okay, and then that black car is doing that same thing with the red one. So they're going to wait for that red one to get out there by that tree.
Okay.
And then they'll kind of ease out there. Perfect. Yep. And we'll do that same concept. And they may be a little bit nervous. It might take them a moment to get there, which is fine.
That's fine.
No problem.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Once we get out there, sit tight for just a second. I'll wait for them to get up.
Oh,
the
that
tree.
tree.
Here we go. Perfect.
Okay.
And good. And roll on out now. And then what we'll do is we'll aim for that orange cone on your side of the track. Good job. Once we get to that orange cone, we're going to make a smooth arc around the green that's on my side. Good job. And then after that green, you're going to look for an orange cone that's on your side of the track. Okay.
All right. right.
And then we're going to connect that orange with the orange that's up there by those water barrels.
All right.
And then at the reds, we'll just kind of brake just a touch up here, right about here. And then you're aiming for the green on your side. And then you're going to follow a line in the middle of the track past the green that's on my side. And then kind of come down towards my side. And then I want your eyes looking at that green cone down there.
Gotcha.
Okay? And then after we turn towards that green, lift your eyes and look way out there for an orange. Aim for that orange. Good. And then start looking past that tree for an orange or a green cone up there, up top of that hill. We'll start lightly rolling the gas up that hill. We're going to go past those yellow cones on your side of the track. We'll follow those around until we get to an orange. And then once we reach that orange, there's going to be a green kind of blind over this hill here. You can kind of turn it in now and you'll line up for it. And then rolling the gas a bit here, we're going to aim for that orange at the bottom. And once you get close to that orange, then just make an arc around this corner. Good job. And then what we're going to do, start straightening up the wheel and come out to your side. I know it's blind, but it'll land right over there by that orange cone down at the bottom. Good. And once we do that, we're just going to make a broad turn towards that green. And then after that green, let it float back out to your lane all the way over there. That'll take us all the way down the straightaway. And you can give it as much power as you want all the way down the straight. And then up to those red cones at the very top, we'll break up there. Okay? There's going to be an orange up to that last red one.
All right.
And then once you get to that orange one, just make a broad turn towards the green that's on my side. And you want to keep it nice and close to this green. It's a real tight corner. There we go. And then look for those red cones. And then at the red cones, you'll just brake a little. Actually, don't even worry about braking. We're going to go orange on this one. Good speed on this. And then just make a big broad turn. This one's like a huge sweeper. So I know it looks like multiple turns, but it's actually just one turn.
One big turn.
And then we'll land close to that orange, or the green, sorry, called it orange. And then we're going to go all the way down that hill, the red cones there. And then stay on your side. This one's kind of a tight right-hander, so we're going to go from the orange on your side. And then just a touch of the brakes here, and then get close to the green on my side. And then after that, we're going to enter your lane on your side, okay? And then now you can roll on the gas. You can give it as much power as you want, all the way to the orange at the very end. And we're going to go from that orange one to that green, okay? Good job. And then after that green, you're going to go past on my side, and you're going to go all the way to that orange cone at the very end. And you're going to go from that one to that green up there, okay?
Okay.
Good job. Over to that side there. And we're going to go from orange your side to green my side once more. Good job. Okay. And we're going to go from orange to orange again. And we're going to go from this orange, just a touch of the brakes, and head towards that green on your side. Good job. Now at the bottom of this hill, we're going to go past the green. At the bottom of the hill, I'm going to have one of our lead car drivers pass on your side of the track, okay? So I'm going to come out to my side of the track, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have them go by just right over here, and just kind of float around. And they should be coming by, and then just follow right behind them. Perfect. Good. Right up past those yellow cones, we're going to aim for the orange on your side. Once you get to your orange, then we're going to go to the green on my side. Good. How you liking it so far, Fred?
I love it.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And then orange on your side. Lots of ups and downs on this one too, huh?
Yeah.
And then
the blind corners kind of screw you up a little bit.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, especially this one. It always gets me. And then let it float out to your side. I use that dead tree down there as like a reference point. And then we're going to go from that orange and then look for that green right there. Good speed right here, perfect. Now you can start rolling the gas and kind of float towards your lane over there. And then you can go as much power as you want all the way down the street. All the way to those reds, we'll wait till we're way up there to brake. Good job. Good. And just light brakes on this one, good. And then we're going to go orange your side and be looking for a green out my window, okay?
Got it.
Perfect. After that green, I want you to lift your eyes, look up there for those red cones. Okay, and then don't worry about braking. This is good speed. We're going to go from that orange. And then this is that one where it's one big, huge turn, even though it looks like multiple ones. Good job. And then try and spot that green when you can. Good. Good job. There you go. You got it. And then look up ahead for that red cones. And then stay on your side. At that second red, we'll brake, okay? And then we're going to go from that orange cone to the green that's on my side. Nice and close to this green over here. Perfect. And then now start getting your lane. We'll roll on the gas. You can go as much power as you want. To that orange cone again, we're going to go your orange, and then we're going to go to my green, okay? Good job, Fred. Good line through there. And then green my side. After that, you're going to stay in my lane. You're going to go to yellow. You can go as much power as you want. And then look way up there for that orange cone. We're going to go from that one to that green over there. Good job. Good job. And we're going to go orange again, and then green my side. Good. And we're going to look around for that orange on your side of the track. We're going to go from that one to the orange on my side. We're going to break this red cone, good job, and then green your side. Very good. We're going to follow this line around past the green, and then all the way down that hill, and we're going to be looking for that green on your side. Done, good job, and then let it kind of float out towards the orange on my side, and then you're going to look up there for that green on your side. Good job. You'll see a second one about now. Good. Roll the gas a little bit here. We're going to go past that yellow, and then look for that orange at the very top up there. Good job. Once you get to that orange, kind of turn towards that green line right here, and then now start rolling the gas. Look way down the hill for the orange, and we'll get close to that orange, and then we'll make a turn towards the green on my side. Perfect. Good. And then use that dead tree, see it right about now, and then aim right for it. It lines you up for that orange cone. At least it's something you can see, right?
Yeah.
Green over here. And then what we'll do is start rolling the gas, float out to your side all the way over there, and then rolling the gas, go as much power as you want. You got good traction here, so you're good. Good. Keep going, keep going. Good. And then now we'll do a break in here. Perfect. Jump, jump. And then we're going to look for that orange again. That was good. That was fun, right?
Yeah.
Green on my side. Good. And we're looking up there for those red cones. Roll the gas a little bit here for one. Good. We're going to go orange, and then this is that big broad turn again. Good job. We're trying to look ahead for that green when we can spot it. Nice. Roll the gas, stay in your lane. We're going to break that second red cone. And nice front brakes here. We're going to go orange, stay in the brakes just a touch. Good. And then green my side. And then this time we're going to be going to the pits. Enter your lane over there. You can roll on the gas. You can give it as much power as you want to the yellow cones if you want. Copy, I'm in 22, about to come into the pits. Alright, then we're going to go into the pits this time. And then we're going to go between the blue cones right here.
Here?
Yes, sir. You got it. Right up here. And we're just going to go right around this grass.
Which way now?
And then right towards that red Ferrari up there. We'll park right behind them.
All right.
I'm going to grab that windshield wipers. Oh, sorry. And then come right over here. Sorry. And then I'll get you a picture like this here in my bag. And then Eli's going to get you a picture there. All right, sounds good. And then we'll kick it off to your side, and we'll go park behind that Ferrari. Alrighty, and then kick it off to my side, and right about there ought to work. And then what we'll do is we're going to use both paddles at the same time. Just click those. And we just use neutral, so you can release those now. It should say neutral in there.
Yep.
And then if you would steer it as far as you can that way, just to keep the car from rolling. And then release the brake. Let's make sure it stays. Oh, release that brake?
We didn't set brake.
Oh, no, release your brake from, yep. And,
That's wrong with it.
yeah. And then, actually, it looks like it's settled in the plate. Well, not quite.
There he is. There's Daddy.
Looks like it's holding there. All right, very good. Very good. So I'll get your video for